Hello everyone, welcome to Katie Fail-Proof Kitchen. Just like the name said, hopefully after my video, everyone will be able to successfully baking the cake and no more failing. And so today we will be baking the most fun and yummy cake, which is the Japanese cheesecake. And the first tip I want to give to you guys is to put out money to buy an oven thermometer, because every oven is so different. Your oven may be high or lower than the other people, so therefore the cake doesn't come out as right with the recipe provided the temperature. So therefore you have to play around a little bit. So with oven thermometer, it helps you kind of nail down what's the real temperature inside the oven that's baking. So I'd recommend you to buy one. Okay, so let's get started with our cake. So today we will be baking, like I said, the famous cheesecake. So we will be needing 6 eggs. Before we start with the eggs, let's go ahead and start with our batter here. So we're gonna need 2 batter. The first one is the cream cheese batter, and the second one is the meringue. So the cream cheese batter, we're using the Philadelphia cream cheese here. So just one box of this, about 226 grams. So I'm gonna put this in here, and we're gonna put in a warm water bath. Okay, so to help loosen it up a little bit, so we're gonna put the hot water here. So I'm gonna put in here, and we're gonna put this in here, and so I cut into small pieces like this. So we're gonna add on here and let it kind of like sit to loosen up here. If you have time, you put room temperature, so then it helps us save time a little bit. So now we're gonna start to separate the eggs and the egg yolk. Okay, so all right, so I usually like to measure the egg white and the egg yolk, because I want to give you kind of like a rough idea, because I'm using extra large eggs here. So let's see what we have here. So let's stir it out. I put our egg white in here. So prefer to have room temperature eggs, so therefore it helps you the meringue more volume. So separate the eggs out here. Just stop in there. All right, so that's our 6 egg yolk here, and so our egg white's about 218. So if you have about 200 and 220, so it should be okay. So put it here. Let's see how much of our egg yolk is. So about 116 grams. So it's about that much, okay? So we're gonna put this the egg white aside, so we can do the meringue later. And let's see how our cream cheese is doing. So we're gonna move it back up here again. I want to put this one down here. Okay, so let's see here. It's a bit loosening up now. Put it here. Cream cheese heaven. so let's use our whisk so it's easier here. Now it's softened up a little bit already. So it's pretty good right now. We're gonna start adding our egg yolk slowly. Alright, so pretty good here. So we're gonna add in our egg yolk here. So 1, 2. Okay, so it's all mixing well. So we're gonna need about 100 ml of the whole milk here. So we can mix in our 60 grams of unsalted butter. I'm gonna put in here, and I'm gonna warm it up a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we gonna try to melt the butter in the warm milk here, and in the meantime we will add our sugar here. So just a regular granulated sugar. If you can find like a castor sugar, so it's finer, it's recommended. But for today, I'm just gonna add the regular sugar in here. So just the fine sugar. Go ahead and put it up here. So at this step, it's okay to whisk it. We don't have to be too gentle, but later on when we put the meringue, we want to be gentle because we don't want to start to all the tiny bubble pocket that pops up. So I'm going to add in we're going to add in our whole milk here with the sugar, with the butter. So we're going to whisk it up to mix it up. And right now our oven already preset to heat for 392 Fahrenheit. Okay, now we will go ahead and add in 1/4 teaspoon of just regular salt inside here, because it is savory as well. And then we will go ahead and add in the 2 teaspoons of the lemon zest that I just fresh grated, and about 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice. Now we're going to whisk it to town. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and put our water back aside. We no longer need it. Now we'll start to add in our flour and our cornstarch. Okay. So I have about 60 grams of cake flour and 20 grams of the cornstarch. Alright, so give this a little shift. Give it a little whisk inside here. cold before we fold into our meringue. Alright, so I'm going to put this aside for now, and we're going to go ahead and start our meringue. Alright. So for the meringue, we're going to add in our egg yolk, and I'm going to try to do the time for you, so easier for you to follow. So I'm going to let it run at a low speed, about speed 4 for about a minute and a half, and then I'm going to start to increasing the volume, the speed to like 6, and adding the cream tartar. Once it starts to bubbles up, and slowly I will add in the sugar. So let's get started, okay? It's gonna a bit loud, okay? So after 30 seconds more, after adding the cream tartar, I will go ahead and add in the sugar, 70 grams of sugar slowly, and I'm gonna put in the speed for about 8. So after 1 minute at speed 8, we're gonna check our pig. So we wanna use a soft pig. And you can still see that small bubble still there. You don't want it. So let's see here. Maybe a little bit more because it's not staying. So we're gonna give it another 30 seconds. Actually, I will give that 15 seconds. We don't want a stiff pig. This is the macarons. So see, this is good. So we're gonna stop here. Okay, so this is all meringue here, so it's not falling, but it's to give us that thick. So we're gonna start adding 1/3 into our batter here. And we have to be very gentle, because if you are too rough on it, it will not good. It will not be good. So I'm gonna because we don't want to break all the small pocket. I'm gonna add another 1/3. Okay, so just slowly here, make sure everything is incorporated in. Okay, so we're gonna add into the remaining into our last of the 1/3 here. So again, still very gently here. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure it's all incorporated in. It smells very good here with the lemon zest here. Okay, so it looks good. We go ahead and start to add into our pan. And we want to use the so 8 by 3 inches is perfect. So I'm going ahead to kind of like glaze it on the side here with melted butter. I mean, you can use other spray like avocado spray if you want to. And so we're gonna go to slowly add it in here. Just want to make sure everything is incorporated in. Let's check. Okay. Perfect. Actually, we need to give it a little bit taps to get all the bubble out as much as we can before we bake them. All right, so we're gonna put in here. And we're gonna add the, we're gonna put in a hot water bath before we put into the oven, okay? And the oven you wanna put on the most bottom rack. So I'm gonna go get our water, okay? Alright guys, so I put the pan inside already, the most bottom rack, and I put the hot water in the pans about 1 inch with a towel underneath, and I set the temperature for 392 Fahrenheit for 18 minutes. So after 18 minutes, we go ahead and change the temperature down to 284 Fahrenheit and leave it in for 30 minutes. And then we're gonna just let it sit in there and rest, and then after that we're gonna remove the water bath and we're gonna let it sit again in there for another 30 minutes. It's a long waiting. So in the meantime, I guess we should start cleaning up. And today I just wanna share something. It said here, my recipe book say, a woman should be 2 things, classy and fabulous. And I agree, by Coco Chanel. Alright, so let's cleaning up, and then I'll be right back in about roughly 45 minutes. Alright guys, so after it rests in the oven for 30 minutes, after we turn off the oven, here's our cake. It looks beautiful, and let's it's still hot. We're gonna transfer it over. We're gonna test it out, okay? So flip it. Hello, beautiful cakes. So we're gonna flip it back here. Whoa. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. It's beautiful, right? And it has such high rise up here, and it did not decrease at all when it's in the oven. So I would say this is perfect. Perfect, okay? So we're going to cut it and test it, see if it's jiggly or not. But first, I'm gonna like give it a little bit, it's a bit kind of, put this side a little bit. Okay, so I kind of made a cheap version of the stencil. I'm not sure you recognize Pororo. It's my little girl favorite now. So we're gonna just put on top like this, and we're gonna give it some shake, okay? Using my, we're gonna shake on top the sugar powder. I'm using the magic wands here, I called it. Oh, we forgot the eye. Scoop it in. Scoop it in. Sorry for the noise, my little boy is playing. Ta-da! Oh, let's take out the eye. How beautiful and how cute is this? Oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh my god, look how beautiful this cake is, and look how beautiful Pororo is. I'm super excited. And I'm gonna cut out a piece so to show you if it's jiggly or not, okay? Because that is the final step. So let's cut this open, okay? But let me take a snapshot of this one first. So, alright, so beautiful. Put it here. Alright, so we're gonna cut this open here. I'm super excited because it's such a beautiful cake here. Can you see? Okay, let's cut one slice open here. Let's cut this here. Let's see how inside. Okay. Whoa. Can you look how high it is? It's so beautiful. And I'm gonna put this aside here. Give it a little bit garnished. And a little bit more of the sugar powder on top. And sprinkle. And will you look at that? That is our jiggly cake. Can you see it jiggly? Alright guys, so I hope with this video you guys will be successful, succeed making this wonderful yummy cake, beautiful cake as well. So let me know under the comments how you do. If you have any questions, I can try to answer your questions. And if you like my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you can see my new video. Hopefully soon, macaron videos. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you.